Good morning.
Hey, man.
Friday, May 15th.
May 15th. May 15th, show 45, and a monumental show at that.
It is 9 full weeks of this show that we've been doing for you and everybody else out there who's watching us, who comments on us. We appreciate you. So we're here to help any way we can. And that's, I think, what we've been doing the last 9 weeks.
That's right. And it's just, there's so many things going on. Business is picking up. Things are starting to reopen. Thank goodness. I mean, it's not, look, you know what? Everybody uses the phrase the new normal. And okay, so I think that new normal is going to be around for a little while. I think we're all going to settle in as time goes on. We're all going to get healthy or be healthy. There's going to be things out there to help us feel better about it. And you know what? We're here to help you feel better too. And I'm not that we're going to tell any jokes, but, or entertain you. We're just here to help. That's all.
Right. And again, we've been talking to all different types of people over the last 9 weeks, whether it be real estate professionals, whether it be mortgage professionals, CEOs, people from the National Association of Realtors. We brought on whatever we could to bring you value and to bring you information to help. Now, as we're seeing across the country, agents are being allowed to go back to work. A lot of states are opening up again. Restrictions are starting to be lifted across the board. I think partly is because it's nice weather. People want to go outside and do stuff, but partly because I think that they see the end is near of this round, let's call it. We don't know if it's going to be in the fall or winter, but for this round, it seems like the end is near and that everyone's trying to get back to a schedule that's somewhat normal for them, more than just staying at home and working. So, I think that's a big accomplishment that over the last 9 weeks, we saw we hit that peak and, now we're on the way down and people are starting to get back to, living their lives.
Right. I mean, it's just been, it's been an interesting 9 weeks. It's funny that it started with me in Tennessee, and I debated whether to go down and visit my daughter that weekend because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get back, and decided, and you said, Dave, just rent the freaking car. I mean, if you got to come back and drive back, the planes aren't flying, but that hasn't stopped. I mean, the airlines have changed what they do. Of course, there's not as many planes in the air. I have a friend of mine who's going to Denver shortly, had booked a flight through one carrier as a direct flight, and they had set up no middle seats. Then he gets another flight. They changed everything, not direct anymore. It was Delta, and they've got the plane packed.
Right.
And it's got to go to Atlanta first from here and then to Denver. So things are changing kind of weird. So make sure you check everything you're trying to do and check your safety and everything, because some may not be what you think you're seeing.
Right. And part of our motivation that some viewers may not know is that we had scheduled a Level Up Mastermind Day in Florida for April 2nd, which we again had to cancel. I don't know, we'll do it again at some point. But, we had this huge mastermind scheduled, hoping for about 300 agents there. And we couldn't do it because of all this. So we decided to go live instead every morning to share with agents as much as we could and help them where they can. And I know that agents from across the country have reached out to me for some help and some questions.
Right.
Had some of them on the air here. And it's just been an incredible experience, getting to talk to all these people, different backgrounds, different businesses. But at the end of the day, we're all in this together. We're all trying to work for a greater good to help our clients and our customers and even ourselves to become better at what we are.
Right, exactly. I mean, it's been interesting when you make calls to, or you hear from people that you haven't spoken to, ever met before, because they saw this or heard about this or saw it on another page, because we do share this to a lot of real estate pages. If you see my head down in the beginning, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm sharing. I'm not playing on my phone, as some might think, as I would think if, you're with me. But it's just like, we've been doing this business, Mark and I, for a very long time, real estate business, that is. And I think we've been helping people longer than we've been in the real estate business, which is important for everyone to see. And that was, our objective is to help people. Mark said we had an event scheduled for April 2nd, and this is why we decided to do this. And we've been involved in a lot of things, and we've helped a lot of people. We want to continue to help people.
That's it. That's what it comes down to. Just do good for others, right? And that's what we're here trying to do for you guys every day.
Right.
And today's a special day for Dave Fanale here. He has his 100th episode of his TGIF.
Right. Thank you, Mark. We have today at 11 a.m. Eastern on my personal page, and it'll be shared all over. We have my 100th show, 98 weeks in a row. And our guest today will be Mr. Stein, as well as Dave DeVoe, Sekou Pyle, David Greenspan from Canada, and Grant Wise from Whitley and Arkansas joining us. Grant is he is like the master when it comes to online marketing and client generation. I learned an awful lot from Grant. Grant is still one of my coaches and friends, and he's going to join us. And I'm really thankful to have that. It's going to be a fun show. Nothing spectacular as far as content, just the same great content you've been getting. That's the spectacularness of it.
Right.
So we'll move on. Thank you for that, Mark.
So that's incredible. 100th episode, 98 weeks in a row. That is commitment right there. I hope that I can get to 100 shows. I started my own little blog, it's called Whatever It Takes. We recorded a handful of them, but I need to now edit them and get them out there now that, people want to hear it. I've been talking about it for a long time. So now I just got to go out there and put it out there.
Well, that's great. So with the business the way it's been, man, and I did a quick live earlier today about an email I received this morning. And I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but I received an email from NAR about how to reopen your real estate business. I thought that was kind of like wrong. I don't know.
I mean, listen, I think that they felt pressure to send something out like that because the states are opening up. But I think the people who want to do business have been doing business the last few weeks, right? Yeah, we all have, for the most part, common sense to, wear gloves, wear a mask, make sure people aren't, next to each other, one showing at a time. Like, I think that there's a lot that, the good realtors out there, the ones who are busy, the ones who treat this like a business or like a lifestyle, as I call it, are been doing that for the last few weeks already just to keep business going. It's the ones who are too scared to, what am I going to do? How am I going to do business? I need someone to give me direction, and they may not be getting direction from their broker. Now they have direction from NAR, and I think they felt pressure to send it out because, like we know, NAR has, I think, 1.4 to 1.5 million realtors right now.
Yes.
Of which, 300,000 do business, something like that. 250,000 do business. Some crazy statistic where like it's only about 300,000 agents that actually do business on a regular basis.
Exactly.
So they have a lot of people that they're talking to that weren't doing business that they need to now tell them, look, now it's okay to do business and this is how. But that's the case anywhere. The good agents, you and I see it. We talk to realtors all over the country. Right? The ones who care about this business, who treat it like a lifestyle, who treat it like a job, who treat it professionally, have been out there the last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks doing business, making sure things are being done right, making sure their clients are getting their houses sold, right? No matter how difficult things get, we do that. And that's what the good realtors do are out there.
Right. I've seen yesterday, I was in a real estate office because it's happens to be my tenant and I have to do some work there over the weekend. And she said, well, you need to follow our protocols. I'm the landlord, but I need to follow protocols. And that's correct. And that's absolutely it. They have a sheet of paper, about sanitizing, hand sanitizer, masks, gloves, the whole thing, which is the right way to go in this day and age. There's a lot of people out there that, do not believe in all of this, but I think everybody needs to believe in all of it and needs to do it. I mean, yesterday I did something really interesting. I don't think I've listened to ESPN radio in about 7 weeks. And I turned it on yesterday. I'm saying, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Something.
Yeah. So I believe there was I believe Blake Snell was talking about not wanting to play. He's a pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays, and he doesn't want to pitch. He doesn't want to be involved. He says, pay me, but I'm not pitching. So I don't know. I mean, they're talking about baseball with a half a season. They're talking about golf starting up. They've got these special matches coming up. NASCAR starting. So I guess we're all going to see. I mean, life without sports for me has been difficult, but actually it's allowed me to concentrate more on rebuilding my structure and my footing and foundation to my business. How about you? What has it done for you, Mark?
So yeah, not having all the playoffs that we would have had, right? Not, that's I follow sports, but I don't watch every game. But everyone watches the championship games. Everyone watches the playoffs, and that distraction has not been there right now.
Right.
NBA, NHL, football season is starting. That's really when I pay a little more attention. Golf every weekend. So like these things do take time away from my business, my family. So like now it's like refocusing, trying to make everything happen. Again, we talk about this a lot, time blocking. How do you time block your day to get your stuff done? Well, now you have more hours in a day to time block or figure out what you want to do or plan. So the last few weeks have been truly successful, accomplished a lot of things. I've organized my business, or reorganized my business, I should say. And now we're ready to hit the ground running and try to build it to the next level as we continue selling houses.
Yeah, I want to go forward a little bit on that time blocking point you just made. I've had a couple of days over the past number of weeks where I had nothing scheduled, which was rare, but I believe I've had 2 in the past 3 weeks. As far as mindset, as far as overall feeling personally, mentally, they were my worst days because I had nothing set up. I mean, I knew I had work to do.
Right.
I didn't block anything because I was so used to having, I had 3 or 4 or 5 meetings or 5 strategy calls a day where I didn't have them. And they were tough days. And that is where I believe one has to look at their focus, their all personal focus and their personal structure to their business. And that's where we've both been able to reshape some things. And you'll learn, I've learned a lot about me and what I want to accomplish. And I think I finished up the 8th season of Homeland. That's all I've watched aside from some Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond, and some of those old repeats I've seen.
Some of the classics.
Yeah, but that's it. Last Man Standing, one of my favorites. That's really all I've watched. I haven't watched anything. I've been working 6 a.m. to 9 at night, right? And I've actually loved it.
Listen, it's resetting your goals, right? Resetting, your business. These were the weeks that you had time to do that, and hopefully people did. Now's the time to finish setting those goals, right? Putting the action plans in place, right? Write down on the paper what you need to be doing each week, each month, over the next 3, 4, 5 months, and then time block your day every day to accomplish a piece of that, right? Baby steps. You don't need to, jump into it all day one, but baby steps each day, accomplish what you need to do, research, plan, put action steps on paper so that you can see it and read it and scratch it off when you're done, and then you'll hit your goals. And I think that's what we're here to do, is help people reach their goals, whether it be monetary, whether it be the amount of houses, whether it be anything else in life that you're doing. We want people to reach the highest level of success that they can.
Yeah, it's funny, as you started just talking just then, I'm thinking, okay, this is the next question I'm going to ask you, and then you answered every question I was going to ask you. Talking about, deciding what you want to accomplish in the next few months,
right?
Writing it down, writing a list, time blocking your time. And for the intricacies and the specifics of, your prospecting and everything else, reach out to us later on, and we'll be glad to go through, what your process should be. And if it's calling you want to do, we can be specific with that. But there's a lot of ways to have communication, to make connections. And I think that's where you want to reconnect, if you haven't already, is reconnect with everybody that's out there on your list or whatever, or the leads you have, right?
Listen, it's connecting to the people on your list. It's connecting to, again, like we've been talking about, all the small businesses in your area, whether it be a restaurant or a shop, right? Now's the time. They're about to start to reopen some of these places that have been closed. Make sure you reach out to the owners and managers, see if there's anything you can do to help them as they reopen, get their word out that they're there, what the hours are, what's going on in their business. Those are the things that will help you become the expert in that area or in that town, right? By you being able to do that. And these are the things that are important. Reach out to all these people, reach out to your network, and then start reaching out to the people who you think might be selling houses, right? There's a lot of people out there that were hesitant to put their houses on the market, and maybe because they weren't getting the proper direction from an agent yet. Now's the time. Reach out to those people, see if they're ready to put their house on the market, explain to them what the process is, explain to them the precautions, make sure they understand where the market is right now in that area, because it's hypersensitive price point, and go out there and do it. But these are all things you can be doing every day in order to be successful.
Yeah, and I can absolutely tell you, absolutely, without any question, if you have questions about putting this entire plan together, I mean, you can talk to either one of us, but Mark just laid out, in two little paragraphs exactly what you need to do. I just want to accentuate one of them. I mean, yesterday, if you saw yesterday's show, we had a Hasbrook Heights business owner of Pizzeria Heights Pizza. And one of the things he said, well, we should do a cooking show together.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, as soon as we can get together, we'll come to your place and do it live.
Right.
Well, that's one of the things that you should be doing on a regular basis is when things start opening up, see if you can do, one-on-one interviews, or see if you can, feature a local business, because the geographical area is basically your market, depending on where you are and how you've built your business so far. If
Right.
you're beginning to build your business, geography is one way to build it, and your people list is another one.
Right. So again, you just got to go out there and do it. Right. That's what it comes down to. We can plan with you all day long, but you need to be able to pick up the phone or get in your car and go somewhere and just get up and do it. Get rid of all the BS in your head. I don't know how. Can't. Just go and do it. Press record. Press play. Wherever it is, and just put something out there.
Yeah, and the biggest point there is, I have this thing called GCAP, and it's goals, commitment, action steps, and the P is for perform. Mm-hmm. You can set all your plans. You can have everything written down. You can have all your action steps, all the work done. Mm-hmm. But if you don't do it, if you don't perform the action steps, you've wasted all that time and all that effort, and I'm going to tell you probably a lot of money setting it all up. So go out there and perform and get that laser focus, that baby focus, as I talk about, to go after and get that business.
Absolutely. So we've been here for 9 weeks with you. It's been our pleasure to help. I think today's going to be our last daily show.
Right.
We will come back to you on a weekly basis with information in order to help you, bring you value. We are always available, though, anytime anyone wants to reach out. You can reach me, Mark the Misfit on Instagram, or mark@linksnj.com. If you want to email me, Dave, what's your contact info?
Right. So my at Dave Fanale on Instagram, dfanale@gmail.com, and everything on Facebook, all of my contact information, my phone number is there. And you know what? We've got some great stuff going, and you can also get me and see what I'm up to at dfanale.work.
Excellent. So it's been a pleasure talking with all of you each day, every morning. Dave, it's been an honor to have you as a co-host for the last 9 weeks. It's been great.
Thank you with you, brother.
Thank you for everything. Our viewers, you guys are awesome. Keep sending those questions into us, our ideas. We'll come back to you once a week with, at a minimum, with information, bring you value. And we're just here to help any way we can. So wish everyone good luck. Have a great weekend.
Yep. Enjoy it.
Congratulations again on your 100th show. Looking forward to being on it and seeing it.
And Mark, congratulations on everything you've done, and thank you so much for the opportunity to work with you, to do this with you, and us working together, because everything's an opportunity. And I want everybody to know that we're here to help, as I said. Mm-hmm. So the last thing I'll say, aside from thanking Mark, is how can I help you?
That's it. Hopefully people reach out. We're always available. So we look forward to doing what we can to help you be more successful, be more productive, and again, whatever it is, we're here. Do good for others consistently, and have a great weekend. Have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you soon.